What's going on, YouTube? Bob Lewis doing a contest response for Mr. Fisher Bike and his great contest that he's running. I've been really enjoying all the responses. He gave us a list of baseball positions. Fill those positions with YouTube channel names. I have done that. I've taken some liberties um, and expanded the roster to a certain extent to include as many channels, shout outs, mentions as I can. So we're gonna kind of fly through it a little bit because it's a lot. All right, first base, impact player, broad shoulders, could cover that position well. Second base, Triple Crown 24. Third base, hot corner collection. It's kind of a no-brainer. Shortstop, scrawny tradition, wiry out there, rangy. Left field, Pepino Man. Kind of his videos come out of left field sometimes. Center field, modern vintage collector. Gonna need somebody who can cover a lot of ground and help Pepino Man over there. And while Pepino Man's being helped by modern vintage collector, that's going to make right field a whole nother a big area that's going to need covered. I'm going to need somebody else, none other than Mr. Fisherbike himself, out there in right field for me. Catcher, the biggest mouth in the community, Mr. Zombie Collector. Could you imagine trying to bat with him just jawing at you? Yikes. All right, pitcher, Garrett Card Cutter. I have no proof that he'd be a good pitcher, but when he does his videos and he's like, "What's up, YouTube? What's up?" I feel like he could just. I feel like he's got an arm on him. So that's my starting pitcher, my relief pitcher, who would be there when you need him, Bing Scott. And then closing out those games, Filmington. He's a closer for sure. My designated hitter, ground Chuck. Again, broad shoulders. Get a hit when you need it for sure, for power, hit for power. And he's an American League guy already, so he understands that craziness of a DH. My manager is those back pages. I mean, he's like an oracle. And bench coach, Ricky Rousseau. I need him on my bench, talking to my guys, making sure that their heads are in the right places. Mascot, the Ticket Leprechaun. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer as well. Pinch hitter, MP Fox or MC Fox. If I need to lay down a bunt, I'm gonna put up MP Fox. If I need to swing for the fences, MC Fox coming up. Pinch runners, Oakland A's 915. He just looks fast. And stealing second, that's again no brainer. It's right in the name. Stealing second. My bat boy, Dustin and Blake. Dustin, he's so good at it. He just can't hang up. He just can't turn over the reins to Blake yet. Blake gets like, the third and I think like the seventh inning, but beyond that, it's all Dustin, and he's the best in the game. So this is where I kind of started taking some real liberties. Stick with me here. A high-dollar free agent talent with great hair that we couldn't afford. Rated rookie for sure. I got 3 international prospects here: Victor DeGrom cards, Cuban collector, and Think Blue 77. All young studs. Keep an eye out for them. Our motivational team motivational speaker, Snoop 12922. No question about it. I've seen him in action. Our team owners of the sports card family, and that's including Beantown 62, because we all know that the money's in that old whiskey money. So that's why Beantown is more like a silent partner. Our team historians would be Blue Jacket 66, Bowman 53, Nuff Said cards, B Roth 6, and Aaron Davis. Team President Mike O. General Manager A.R. Falk, 77. The stadium announcer, Nate, Tops 85401, because he's got that, like, what's up, you two? And then Tops 85401 here. And he's like, happy, I didn't mean to run through all of them, but he's got that sort of showman voice. So, stadium announcer right there. Team artist, Reindeer Studios, hands down. No questions about it. Reindeer Studios. Check his channel out. Cleveland Indians fan. Team sliding coach. That would be me. That was probably my best part of my game, my sliding. So, team sliding coach Bob Lewis. Team lawyer, Near Mint Musings. Brent, you look smart. You do. You wear glasses and you actually look pretty smart. So, you are a team lawyer. The muscle, the team muscle, Jimmy Guns, Isman 70 and Purple GT 22, the big boys. Team promoters, Abel in Vegas, Ground Zero, Hall of Fame collector. All guys very comfortable talking. Team skeptics and conspiracy theorists, Bald Rhino, Carter's Kids. Team chaplains, JY Sports Card Guy and Joe St. Egg Benedictus. Our beat writer would be Murph, the Murph 398. Ticket scalpers outside the stadium, Joe Spice 1999 and Adam Ha. No question, they would excel at that. Beer vendor, the Rookie Monster Mez. Old-timey peanut vendors with like funny mustaches and stuff, tossing peanuts through their legs and behind their backs. G's Mikey, Hitman 23. And then we got, let's see here, that guy in the crowd that you feel like you see everywhere you go, Ron Fig. He's there. Unruly fan that got ejected. That was Amish Dave Archer. I mean, the guy's thumbnail is a picture of a mushroom cloud. It's bound to happen. Our number one fan is Wesker Griff, but our super fan is Passion for Cards, because when he commits to something, he commits wholly and exclusively. So he is our super fan. That friend that got lost on his way to the stadium and never showed up, and most likely won't pay you for the ticket. Parkside LI 88. Where you at, man? Where you at? All right, these three guys, they run a weekly public television access talk show about the team, and that's Andy. She blinded me with refractors, Mike, baseball collector, and Ray from Philly. And this show often gets pranked by none other than Ikamatha Egg himself. And then you got the guy selling water and peanuts outside the stadium across the street, real cheap. Aranya boys, because they get the deals for sure. That guy that owns a local bar near the stadium, best place to watch the game. Nostalgic about baseball. All right, we got two crowd hecklers, Jetman 80 and Amazing Mets cards, and they're like just jawing to the players. There's a guy sitting a couple rows behind them that's instigating them and egging them on, and that would be Eloy the Goat for sure. Who else we got here? Okay, we got our radio announcers. Sticks and Seams 25, very good speaking voice. 4-leaf cards, again, full of stories. I've heard that guy tell a story. He can spin a yarn. Scove's Big Hits, again, knows the game, can speak on it intelligently. Jeff Airtime, that's pretty self-explanatory. The guy practically runs his own radio show. And then Cards of Giants, just because Gray's got that sweet radio-friendly voice. And then I got here, these are all retired players. Some Hall of Famers, some not. Some their careers ended a little bit too soon. Some stuck around too long, but they all were part of the team and come back and do appearances and random signings. So we got Canadian cards, Dean Gearhart Jr. psyched on baseball cards, vintage oddball cards, Rick Osmond, Al, they buy them for the gum, Jim L. Carter, Dustin Bellinger, Picker Jim, Scott Spalding, Jay McGillicuddy, Teddy Googs, Jeff Nicole, and BF Goff. All them guys used to be studs, but now they're just kind of hanging on. But people love seeing them when they see them, for sure. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh yeah, uh, that guy in the restroom, that drunk guy in the restroom that pees on your shoe accidentally. Stove. That's who that guy is. And then Stove's buddy that pees on his shoe on purpose, Bruise 86. So that's my list. I tried to include as many as possible. 12 minutes long. Thanks for the contest. I had a lot of fun writing all these down at work today on my lunch hour. And yeah, thanks. An interesting fact, number 816 of Bob Lewis in Little League All-Star practice when I was 12. I took a ball to the face and my nose exploded. Later.